So the question of people's participation, I want to just stretch it a little further and ask you about what is it you've been observing, India and writing about India for so long, and now you are a major policymaker. Indians as a people have really taken the ownership and the stakeholdership of this G20. And we have seen, at least 15 million people formally associated with the events, and several, times more people taking an active interest in it. Absolutely. And everyone knows the G20 is about global governance, global leadership, taking responsibilities. So we'd like you to reflect on why you think this juncture in history, why we seem to be ready for global leadership as a people and as a society.
Well, I would say, especially in the last decade, there have been multiple realizations in the country, in our society. One, for a variety of reasons, people believe today that the world matters much more to their daily lives, to their challenges, to their opportunities. They're both, I would say, good and not so good reasons for it. They see, for example, today the opportunities of the world, travel, tourism, workplace, technology, all of that is there. At the same time, they've also seen during COVID that something that started in another city, to our north, far away, came back and completely took over our lives. So I would say the average person intuitively today is far more globalized. It's also because we today, the screen time we all spend is so much more. We get up in the morning and our first reaction is really, what is it that I have missed when I was sleeping? So there's a natural inclination to reach out to the world, and it's become internalized with all of us here, and perhaps, and I would say it is across location, it is across generation, it is across profession, it is across income, so that connection with the world. The second, I would say, is also a stronger sense of capability and contribution. The feeling that we Indians, we make a difference. That when we see, it could be the fact that when you see our own ability to secure our students in Ukraine, or the fact that you go out to an earthquake in Turkey and are among the early responders, or the fact that there's a successful Chandrayaan-3 mission. So the belief in this country that we can do more, we should be doing more, and that's very interesting because in many societies actually, societies are retracting, that they are turning inwards. Whereas I think today what is different about India is especially the younger generation, I would say, far more globalized, far more optimistic. It's also in some ways an outcome of our demographics that for us today the world will be a growing workplace, that an era of a knowledge economy will require the movement in the mobility of talent and skills. So people see that today. I mean, it could be different professions. You see many more Indians traversing around the world, and the younger generation doesn't see that as a challenge. Someone, say, when I was starting off my work life, to me, I would have probably been intimidated at the idea of going out. That's not the case. I mean, people deal with it much more naturally.